journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a look at silver here the last couple of days. Remember, we hit a high up here at 82.60. We came all the way, dropped $12 an ounce, and we rallied up $6 an ounce. That's $18, and back 6. That's $26 an ounce in just 2 days. We made a perfect ABCDE, as you can see right here, to 618. Then we came down and we matched this low. We didn't take it out. That was a good sign. And then today, look at this, folks. We had a little rally right here. And 10 dimes to a donut, you're going to bet that that's going to be, pull the card out there, Johnny, pull the card out there. And there was the high, the exact 382 on the money. These are not small moves, folks. That's a $3 move in silver, and so they're moving around quite a bit. But I believe we're heading down in the silver market now, folks. This is a major high. They've raised the margins on silver and gold, not by much, I think about 20%, which is still quite a bit. Back in 1980, what happened, they had all these market was going crazy to the upside, and they board members at the Chicago COMEX, what they did was they said liquidation only, can be no new long positions in silver, and they raised the margin to 200%, and there was the end of the the silver market on the 20th of January 1980, and from there it went down 21 years to bottom in 2001 at $9. And right around that time, there was a guy there in Clearwater, Florida, and he coined the phrase King Dollar, and gold was on its way. Tom O'Brien, God bless him. And he was very, very bullish gold and bullish the dollar. And you saw what happened since that time. So far, the high in the gold market has been 44. No, that's not right. It's been 45.90 was the high in the gold market. So we're going to find out how that comes up here where we're watching this right now. Okay, now let's move on here, and we want to talk a little bit about the corn market. Let's get this up here because we had some people talking about soybeans and stuff with China today. You'll notice here the beautiful pattern that we had here. This is where we were on the show last Friday. That was our trade, selling short the corn here at 4.53, risking 3 cents, and now you see it's picked up about 17 cents. But a beautiful, look at the beautiful ABCD pictures all the way up, folks. You just can't ask for anything better than that. And today we're probably getting ready to make a 382 retracement on this, and that would take you up to right about this level right here. Now, since we're talking about the grains, I want to come up here and talk to you just a little bit here about the soybean market, because that's in the news today with China supposedly buying their allotment. Well, folks, let me tell you, they did that a long time ago. This is old news what they're telling you now. This is when they were doing the buy-in, was during this run right here. This is now they're reporting it on it. So they've already done the buying. The buying's over, so we're heading down. We're going to come into some support here. So let's pull this up here on the daily so we can see where we are. Get this over here. There's where we get this out of the way here. We'll cover these in the newsletter over the weekend because we've got a lot of things to work on, and that's what we're doing right now. Okay, now you can see the two equal rallies right here. Both of those are 382s, folks. See that? Both of those are little 382s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, boom. This is what's Well, this is what happens in bear markets. You see how the market crests real early? That's called left translation that Stan Harley always talks about, and that's why it's so very, very important. But getting back to the support, we go back here to our lows in August, okay? And you can see here we're coming into, you know what, the old 61. Now look, 382 didn't stop it, 50% didn't stop it. Who knows whether this is going to stop it or not? All you got is this little move right here, so you don't know whether it's going to stop. You have to make that decision. That's 8 cents away. We could be there today. Most certainly we'll be there on Friday, I would think. But we'll be watching it, so you want to have another pattern that will line up with you to match that Fibonacci number. Then you got two things going for you. Otherwise, all you have is just the just the fib number, and remember, fib numbers only work about 60% of the time, just like the patterns. But when you got them both together, then you got an additive effect, and it makes it a lot better. Okay, now we have to cover. Oh, we don't have to, but we're going to. We need to cover sugar. It's in the news today, and I always like to hear what they're talking about. I haven't traded sugar for years, and I don't plan on doing it, but it's a tradable thing, and it's really good for trading, folks, because it's got very narrow ranges. You can see in here, each point is worth, from when it goes from 1486 to 1586, that's $1,100. But look at all the patterns we got down here, really close here, $13, $14. We've been to 14. See, so this is probably a good bottom that we have in here since November. So what we should do, and that's what we're going to do, not necessarily trade it, but there's where we are. There's our bottom in November. We had a nice rally, and we know the rally went up to the 382. We can see that. So here's where we are. Okay, you had an A, B, C, D right here, and the market really took off good. Look at that. A, B, C, D, and it took off, but what happened? Gave up the ghost today. Look at this. Now we're coming down here. But remember the old 382, folks. There's your low. There's your high, and look at the low today so far, right at the 382. So if it doesn't get any lower than this, whoa, if it doesn't get any lower than this, Billy Ray, this is on its way to San Jose, and that's north of here. Raining again here. It never rains in Southern California. It pours. I'm in the midst of buying what do you call it, an ARC, so I can, anyway, let's move on here and take a few more things here with the Dow Jones and the Russell, because these have been the weaker, okay? Now you can see here today, we had a rally here today, early this morning. We had a rally to the 382. This has been bearish now for quite a while. We're coming down to this level right here, and we got, tomorrow's coming in. All we've had so far is this little move right here, and if you put it down on a smaller time frame, you can see all we've been able to do is to pop up to a 382. There was the early morning 382 right on the money, and that's what had a really strong rally. And then back here, and this is where we are right now with that as we're watching this here, these unfold here this morning. Okay, now let's move over. We covered the gold. Let's get over to, we covered the silver. We're going to come up. We did cover the gold, didn't we? Yeah, I don't think we did. No, let's do that. Okay, here's the gold forecast for today. Let's get this up here, bring it up on the 13-minute, because that's where we had the action yesterday. There was our 382 retracement right there, folks, right there at 44.20, right on the money. That was a $10,000 move, folks, in one day. I know not everybody did that, but that was 10 grand, 44.20. Right there, that's $200 in gold, and that's a lot of money. Here's what we've done so far. We'll be right back. We'll cover that when we come back. Stay tuned.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter, a must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Okay, folks, we're back in the gold market. This is what we've done, a 13-minute. Today's low, you can see, was a beautiful ABCD pattern right down at the 1.618. Had a pretty nice rally. You can see we had an ABCD right to the upside, right up here. These numbers, I don't know why people don't pay any attention to these darn things, but by golly, sometimes they work right on the money. And that's what you like to see when they do that. And there it was. Hello, operator, get it there. It misses it by $1, I guess. Well, I can't even get the darn thing to focus. Well, it looks more than that. Well, it misses it by $3. So, but anyway, that is an ABCD pattern, and it's held. And now it has a little bit of bullishness now because it's just backed off here. And guess what? That might be a 382. Let's just double check. Now, I'm doing this because I am finished for the year in the trading, folks. I got to do no more. So far, it still has a bullish bias for the rest of the day because of that 382. Now, let's go back like we were just looking at the euro. Let's just see if we were right in the euro, because sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong, and you don't want to be in ones that you must always take the winning trades. Don't take the losing trades. And look at what's happening here, folks. You see right here? This is a big problem. What I thought was going to happen is not happening, you see? This is really right on the money. It should have stopped right here. So if you're in that euro trade, you got to be really careful. So frankly, I don't like the fact, because look how perfect it is here. It's just about perfect there. It was perfect there. It's not perfect right now. It hasn't broken yet, but it looks like it's going to. Okay. Now, I didn't even buy this because I'm on the air here, but this is not acting good. So if you're in this trade, you're out now because it's definitely not working. You see, it should be that it's that good. So if it doesn't do that, that means it's going to do the other thing, and you don't want to be in that. So you take a small loss. You don't kiss your sister. God bless her. I got the most beautiful sister in the world, folks. She's 4 years younger than me. She was a nurse, a surgical nurse, and oh my God, Carla is close to Mother Teresa, just like my mother and my great grandmother. They just the holiest of thou people. So just a real, she rags on me about that all the time, but she is really, really quite lovely young lady. Well, she's not so young anymore. All right, let's get this out of the way here. We've covered the sugar market, and we've covered that. We've covered the euro. Now let's go to the British pound, and we also have to do the dollar index, because people are saying that the dollar is over, and I'm not so sure. Now here we've had a pretty good break today in the pound, and it's come back already. So there was our number right here. We had a pretty good break this morning, and you'll see where we stop. Our last low was right here. And let's just draw that in and see what that was. Probably exactly 618. Yep, there it is, right there. And now we're having a little bit of a rally back. But this is a big number up in here, folks. That should be, we should be heading down in the pound. And we were, but it's, rallied back. Folks, it's thin. Believe me, these dudes there on Wall Street, they don't want to be here today, not on New Year's Eve. Most of them are going to be taking Friday off, so it'll be a very thin day, just like the day after Christmas was. Remember all the volatility we had? That's because there's not people taking other sides of it in quantity, and that makes the market, jump around quite a bit. All right, so let's get that one out of the way. And we'll see. But I would be out of this little trade here. We would have lost less than $100, but it's not acting the way that you want it to be acting. Folks, the Santa Claus rally is over. It goes from December the 24th to January the 2nd. And the 2nd is going to be Friday, of course. And then we have Friday coming in. And then, believe me, folks, when I bring this to your attention, Mr. Winsky brought this to our attention the other day, but there is a mother of all cycles coming in here right now. I'm going to bring it up so you can take a look at it. This comes from, again, people, but this is the conjunctions, and it's a Venus, Uranus, Sun conjunction opposition. This is the opposition. That's the conjunction. You see how they're lined up over here? There's Uranus over there. There's Venus, Mars. There you have Venus, Mars, and the Sun. See all three of them right there against Uranus on it. This is a big deal. So that should be a big move in the market on that day, which is the 9th, and that happens to be the day I'm going to be doing live trading that day. So I hope you'll be able to join me. We had a good run last time with the corn and a couple of stock index trades, but we got to watch that one really, really carefully, folks, because it's going to be a big one to look at. Get back to our regular charts here. You can see what I mean here. This should have worked. It didn't work, so out of Dodge, and that's pretty much what we're paying attention to. The overall picture of this with the hello, operator. Get my with the Santa Claus rally is pretty much over because, stop and think, folks. We've been down every day since Christmas Eve. You can see it in the Russell. The Russell's gotten hammered really bad. And as a matter of fact, look at Russell is going to be, this might be a really good spot here on the Russell, if I can find the darn thing. And now it's disappeared. Let me got too many things up here. Tile vertical, and I'll find the Russell here. There it is right here. See, if you look at this on the long-term daily, there's your 382 this morning. Okay, and then the market broke down and rallied back to the 382 again, and we still haven't done much. See, we start breaking below here. Look at this, folks, on the longer term, on this 4-hour, folks. You'll see what I'm talking about. There it is. Okay, now remember, this is our triple witching, the December 7th, 19th. We had the 3 drive to a bottom pattern. Look where we are now, folks. This tells us that the yen has already started down. Look, we went through the 382 today. Look, we're breaking below the 382. There's nothing bullish about that. That means you've got an ABCD coming in here right here. That's down another 40 points. And that's you've got to watch that, because that's pretty much spot on. There's your high. Okay, bing, bang, boom. Let's just draw it in for kicks and giggles, just to see if we can. I got to stop saying that. Had a math professor in college. He always talked about that. All right, there it is. See, we're coming into the 50% level here at 24.70. You got to buy that. I mean, because if you can't buy ABCDs and you can't sell ABCDs, go do something else, because these things don't work all the time. But when they line up pretty nicely, you got to do them all. They work better than they fail. But like I always say, don't take the losing trades. Therein lies the rub. Okay, that's the taking care of the Russell. The Dow Jones is in the same situation. We'll get this up here. And it's been down for quite a few days now, as you can see. And 6 days, that's pretty good. As we take a look at this now on the longer term time frame, we're going to not even be, you can see here, we've already made the 61% retracement. The Russell's at a 382. This is at the 61. That's what held it so far this morning. Okay, and we've had a pretty good bounce. Now let's just go to the smaller time frame and see what it looked like earlier in the morning. Okay, there was your ABCD. Now you remember what that one was, folks? We talked about that several times. Whenever you've got those are the ones you got to pay attention to. Is your 382 right there. We'll be right back, and we're going to talk more about these. These are fun.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, folks, let's go through this today because we're over a pretty good bottom here in the Dow Jones and also the Russell getting close. There's where we were the other day. We made the ABCD. Okay, now we know that. We know that that gives us A, B, C, D. So we need to draw that in to see what the projected low should have been today. So we draw that in like this and move it in right there. And that should have come in at, you can see, at 48470. And as you look over here, 48466 is where it's trading right now. It looks like, no, there's the low right there, 4470. We've hit that. We started to rally a little bit. There's a little tiny bit of a rally, but that's your move right there. Now, the key to this is also this number right here. We have a very good rally right on the opening, correct? Now, remember, we have a lower low, so we have to connect that to that number right there. So that's where the 382 should be, right there off of this high right here. Let's just see if we're correct on that. You come down and you put it in there, and there it is right there. Bada bing, bada boom, and having this little rally here so far this morning here. It's just 13 minutes. It's rallying. That's the main thing. That means that the NASDAQ should be rallying and everything else. The NASDAQ is there, and that's not doing very much. And the S&P is moving a little bit. Let's see how it's doing. We'll just clean this out here today. Yeah. Okay, now this is, see, this should be going down and it's going up, folks. So that means that it's not in sync. Look how nice it was here, but not anymore. No, it's not done very much. But what it has done, let's just get up here on a 4 minutes. We can clean all that stuff out and you can see it, is we're just about ready to make a 382 ABCD. There it is right there. Oh, we just did it. Bada bing, bada boom. Shut the front door and raise the rent. There it was there at 69.27, and that should be it, if that's correct. See, missed it here, got it there, so we'll see if that's going to be correct or not. Now, early this morning, you can see there's the opening, right? There's your opening of the New York Stock Exchange. All right, the market comes down right here, has a strong rally. Well, you know where that rally came from. That was also 382. You go from your high down to your low, put that in right there, and your low should have been right here at 12, and the low was 13. And now what we just made is an ABCD pattern right here with the Dow Jones, the A-mini S&P. Okay, so that's what we're paying attention to on this. Get it out of the way here. And I wanted to cover the, the front door. I can't find what I'm looking for. Bear with me, folks. I wanted to bring to your attention Tesla because it's in the news again. And I don't understand anything about the cars that you can't hear. That just doesn't fit in with my upbringing. Okay. Tesla starts with a T, and there it is right there. I had heard that it was up. Let's just see if it is. Oops, nope, it's not. Let's see, and that's a daily, I believe. Actually, it would never have been up, so that's bad news. It's come down a little bit, but really there's nothing going on here at all. It's a thin day in the market, and believe it or not, folks, tomorrow on New Year's Day at 3 o'clock Pacific time, and 6 o'clock New York time, Globex will be opening. So even though it's a holiday, in the afternoon, the markets will be opening. So stay tuned. 24/7, we'll try to have a handle on it, and we'll see what's going to be going. Let's take a look at soybean meal. I have a question about soybean meal. We'll come up here, take a quick look at it, and there's the March meal. That was a big disappointment, folks. I really thought we had something going in that one, and you can see it's done nothing. And not only that, we have this little tiny little tiny rally like this, 3-4 day rally. See that? 3 or 4 day rally. Folks, this is a bear market. When you see it in the stocks, because it will do it with stocks, because all of these things are just numbers. It doesn't make any difference what you're looking at. They're the same thing. So just keep that in mind. But when you see those, and we will see them, I'll be yelling and screaming about them, because those are your best opportunities. It looks like the market's ready to turn, and it's not going to do very much at all. I mean, look how weak this is. I mean, you get 3 days right at a 382, and 4 days miss it by half a buck. I mean, that's not a good sign. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Let me take both of these out of the way so that I can have some more room to talk, and get that out of the way here. Okay, so we just hit the 27 again in the S&P, so that should be it if it's going to be any good. It shouldn't get, if it gets above 32, you're going to have to take, you would be out of a loss on that. It's $250. So don't risk more than 200, especially on a day like today when it's thin. You don't want to get involved with that at all. All right, we covered the euro. Now let's move on to the Canadian dollar. Someone had a question about our new 51st state, the Canadian dollar. I don't know what's going on over there, but I don't think it has anything to do with what I'm doing. Okay, let's get that thing straight here. Open her up. Should be heading down. Oh, it's rallying, coming off of 786. Shut the front door. Yeah, there's the bottom. Yeah, there was the bottom right here. There's your 786 right here. Let's refresh it, and we'll see. Let's refresh maximum, so we'll get it. See, there was your low right here, and we've been up for 1, 2, 3, 4 days. All right, let's just look at it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 days, a quiet rally just like this one. All right, so this is going to be a 382 off of probably this one. Nope, it's not that. Has to be this one. Shut the front door and raise the rent. Sorry, boys and girls. There's our high right here. And there's your 382 is almost there right now. We're only a few pennies off of the 382. And as you can see, it repeats over and over again. You're just repeating the same rally, the same thing. This one was 1, 2, 3, 4 days and then down. 1, 2, 3, 4 days down. Well, there's nothing new, folks. That's doing the same thing that was doing before. That's all we've got to work with, and so that's what we have to do. Okay, we've got a minute and a quarter here, so let's get up here, take a look at UPS. This has been under a great deal of selling over the past. As you can see, it's rallying, but boy, this is not much. Stop and think what our transportation business is like. But it's been rallying since October, but it hasn't really gone anywhere. You see, all these have been very shallow rallies through here, so the stock has got trouble. This thing used to sell for 400 and something. I think that's what it was. Let's get that. No, maybe it's 240. Hold on. Don't pay attention to me till I get it up here. We got to 240 was the highest, and this is a bear market all the way down, folks. This is the largest shipper in the United States. Second would be Federal Express, and then the others are boutique firms, and boy, do they charge a lot of money for the boutiques. They do trade a lot. Okay, I think we have a break coming up now. Let's double check. Yep, we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, folks, remember our 382 was at 69.27. The ABCD comes to 69.29.50, where we are right now. That's why your stop's got to be up here at 32. So you don't want to risk more than a nickel on doing something like that, okay? Because that's what you've got. It's got to stop right here. There it is, ABCD. Forget this line. It's not working right now. Let's invert it, but I don't think that'll make any difference at all. Just give me 1 second. All I'm going to do now is take the mirror image picture of this, and there it is, a mirror image, and get this out of the way. And that, see, now it says it could be flipping over here. See that? So maybe that's a good thing that I just did. I just wondered why it's doing it. That's all. I just flipped it over because of that. What I want to do someday in my old age, folks, I want to get somebody that is a really good program. I'm trying to find somebody right now. I've got interviewing somebody on Friday, but that can match up the X and Y axis, because this is the time axis, is this one over on the bottom here. That's what I'm concerned about. This is price. I can see price. That's ABCD, but time is the elusive one. But if you can find that, that's what I'd really be looking for. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. And folks, I'm a short-term trader. I trade about 3 trades a day. My 3 trades were done today in the first hour. So I was short stock, short gold, and short crude oil. Bada bing, bada boom, I'm done. And that's all I'm trying to do. I try to, make a half pound of bacon every day, a little bit of flour, and then I get have bacon and eggs whenever I want. So that's what I'm paying attention to. All right, let's get this out of the way here. Get back to that Japanese yen. The Japanese yen has been here for a long time, folks. This level here, 159.20, when that hits, they're going to say all systems go, and I think all systems will say goodbye if it makes a new high up in here. So that's why I've got my alert on here. If we get above this level, above that level, okay, see how many days we were there? Now we're doing pretty much the same thing with the same type of pattern. So there's going to be a lot of resistance up there at that 159 in the Japanese yen. We're at 156.88 right now. So that's the one. Okay, we had a question about wheat. We're going to get the wheat up here in just a second. and see what we've got here. And there is our March wheat. We'll get up here on the daily. They're probably beating it up. Oh, yeah, here it is. They're beating it up again. And I'll get this out of the way. Okay. All right. I guess they're not going to be eating any cookies, pasta, and bread this holiday. Anyway, we've taken out the lows here from October. We're getting ready to take them out again. All this little rally was just a little 382. We remember we bought this one, had a really nice move. There was your 3 drive to a bottom pattern. We've shattered that now, and the market is in a downtrend. That's all it is. You can't you got lower tops, lower bottoms, and that's pretty much it. Let's get this out of here. See, this last rally here was probably exact 382 off of this one right here. Let's just double check. Ooh, boy, yeah, that's what they would be going by. That's within a quarter cent. So that would have told you, look at that. You went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more days down, and it'll be breaking down below that level right here. It's going to be duplicating this level right here is what it's going to be doing. See this? There's A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, and there's where your number comes in right here. We've already taken it out. That means we are going to be going lower here in the wheat. Alrighty, now we had an action about cattle. Then let's do apple first because it's right here on the market here. It's basically unchanged. Look at these really quiet ranges in apple. My goodness. I know it's the holiday, but that's ridiculous. It's been what, a $2 range for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days? Woo. Somebody's getting ready to do something to that, probably launch it into the stratosphere would be my guess. Let's take a look at Broadcom since that's been a big one over the years. And all we've done so far now, and remember, this is one of the Heavenly Seven, or the the what do you call these AI stocks? Look at that. Went up here to the 382. We've hit it 1, 2, 3 times, and it still hasn't done anything. This is a bearish pattern, folks. We wasted 8 days there, and all it can do is go to a 382. That's not a good sign. Let's take a look at NVIDIA. That's another one to me that doesn't look like it's very good, but the rest of the world must like it, and that's what's important. And where I can't find. Oh, it's right here under this one right there. NVIDIA. Get this up and see. It should be up a little bit. Nope, it's still there. Look, it's still doing that ABCD, even with all the news and everything. All it can do is make a 382 retrace. This is 50%. You can see it's actually up on the day by a little bit. That's what it says, but whether that's right or not, I don't know. There's your ABCD. And that's where it is trading right now. So I don't think that he has his IDs with him because it's not lighting up the tote board like it should. So there's where we are right now. It's showing red over here, but it looks up on the day to me, but I can't trust it because it's data that is I'm getting to Planeteer that is delayed. So let's get Planeteer up here and take a look at it. John thinks this is the stock for the 21st century, and it is, but not right now. You can see here, this is turned down also. There's another AI stock that doesn't look that good. See, we've been down here for 5 or 6 days. We're getting ready to revisit the 382 here, I believe. So go from your low to your high. That's so far the low of the day right there is your 382, 179.17. And there's a chance it could hold there, but like the man says, it's more like the Chance brothers, slim and none. Doesn't look too good from this perspective right now, being on a day before a holiday. Remember, this is a day before a holiday, so the market has a possibility of closing higher. And you can see we were down 200 and some down the Dow, and now we rallied back and it's only down 100. This is a sign that the market's moving in the right direction to the upside. So get that out of the way here and move that. That means we must have gotten stopped out. I didn't hear the beeper go off. Let's just see what happened. Yep. Yeah, there it just went off there at 32. So took a loss in that one, and it's coming into another area here, but I didn't violate this. I'm taking my loss, and I am not going to worry about it at all. So I'll move on to the next one right here. Boy, oh boy, that's really tough. I sold it there. My stop was way too well. I sold it at 27.32 Gosh darn, I got to sell it again just because of this. Oof! Shut the front door. Oh boy! Oh boy! Got A, B, C, D. Oh boy! 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 Let's try one other thing to see where we are. Maybe we could be at someplace here. Now, that's not a because the 382 came in at 27. I already know that. All right. Yeah. See, there's 27. All we're now is at the 50% level. But boy, that's an A, B, C, D. Everything. I've got to sell it again here, folks. I'm going to sell it here at 69.31 and 69.31 with a stop at 69.34. I've got to do it. Okay, we'll be right back. 877-927-6648.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, we're short the S&P from 32 with a stop at 36. So that's what we're doing is right there is what we're doing it right there. Okay, so we did that one, whether it works or not. First one didn't work. We'll try it again. Remember, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you don't lose. So that's what we're paying attention to here today as we're watching these markets unfold. Remember, the Santa Claus rally should be over. We're still down on the day on all of the indices, and it's midday with 2 hours to go. And believe me, it's a day before a holiday, and the odds of it closing higher a day before a holiday are pretty good. And we'll find out what happens on Friday when we come in, which will be the 2nd of January, and we'll be looking at that from that level right there. Regarding the gold, folks, I think gold has made a pretty significant top, as has silver. I've already talked about that before. I'll bring this back up here to let you take a look at it. Here's our silver pattern right here. This is with the volume increasing like it has, and the margins increasing a lot. That tells you that they put a little bit of a hammer on it so far. All we've done today is make a 382 retracement of the high we made yesterday, which was the place to sell it. That was a $10,000 move, folks, in gold. Silver went from 48 down to, wow, that was $4,000 move in the silver. It's $50 a penny. It used to be years ago, it was $50 a penny, but now it's $10. So they make it a lot of difference. Okay, someone asked a question about the Kennedy half dollars. In 1963, he was assassinated. In 64, they came out with the Kennedy half dollar. For 1 year, 1964, it was beautiful silver, just as beautiful as could be, bright finish. But then in 1965, silver had started to move, and it became very expensive to print those or to stamp those. So what they did was they put it with silver and nickel. They're called clad, C-L-A-D. And we'll see you on the flip side. I'm done for the year, folks. See you next year. May God bless.